All right, I'm gonna start now. Okay. Except now I'm gonna laugh. Well, hello! Welcome back to my channel. Just Shauna here to talk about some friggin' books. I'm doing a tag that nobody tagged me in, as per usual. I saw Nicole do this tag. I will have her video linked below. The originator was, now I forget, Words and Wildflowers, I believe is the channel name. I will have that linked down below as well. This is the Happy List book tag, so it's a bunch of happy stuff. I'm filming a couple other videos today, one of which is gonna be a negative one, books that I do not, books that like still make me mad, and then a happy one of like books that still make me jazzed. So I'm gonna go for more positivity today. I think this tag has been around for a hot minute. I might tag some people at the end. We'll see how I feel. Number 1 is a book that you can always go back to make you feel happy. For this, I'm going to go with 2 series, one of which being a series of unfortunate events. I don't know if you can actually see it, but it's up there. And then the other one being the Sookie Stackhouse series, which is over here somewhere. I don't feel like getting them right now, but those always just, they're like happy times, especially a series of unfortunate events. I mean, it's like not happy times. They're going through a lot of series of unfortunate events, obviously. Why? Don't laugh at me.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to pay attention to that. That was funny.
Thanks. Funny like I'm funny, or you're laughing at me?
Like you're funny.
Oh, okay. Good answer. But yeah, it's always a heartwarming time to read that series. And then the Sookie Stackhouse series, I just love Sookie. I love her so much. And it's just so much fun. It's nonsensical, and it's just an entertaining time. Number 2 is your standoms, your number 1 joy-filled fandom or fandoms. I would have to go with Game of Thrones, and I'm saying Game of Thrones, not A Song of Ice and Fire, because I haven't actually fully read the book series just yet. The core series. I have read Fire and Blood and The World of Ice and Fire, which is weird that I've read those and not the actual novels, because these are like factual. They read like history textbooks, but they were super fun for me to read. But yeah, just the Game of Thrones world in general, I feel like that's probably my number 1 fandom that I feel like I am a part of, and the number 1 world that I know the most about as far as the lore and the characters and all of that stuff. Number 3, type of book cover you will always pick up in a store. For me, this is gonna have to be colorful, definitely fantasy, because I'm usually in the fantasy section looking for books, but anything that's like just really bold and colorful is going to draw my eye, for sure. Which is kind of funny because fantasy covers often aren't all that colorful, but I like it if they're, I don't know, just something distinct about it. Like the Legends of the First Empire, Age of Legend, the most recent one, like this green is just beautiful. And obviously the artwork is beautiful as well, but yeah, it's very striking to me. Number 4, a book trope that you love. I am forever a sucker for the chosen one trope. I don't care. I know a lot of people think it's played out and it's too basic or boring or whatever, but I just think it's fun. It's escapism at its finest to me. Like this one person that for whatever reason, like they're the one that's gonna save everybody. I don't know, it's just fun times. Also, soulmates, whether it's romantic or like best friend soulmates, I'm also a huge sucker for that. And then same with romantic though, also like the fate, soulmate. That's the type of romance that I really can get behind. Enemies to lovers can be fun, but that doesn't like do it for me necessarily. Friends to lovers can be also a good time and cute and romantic and everything, but for some reason when it's this like, I think because again, escapism, it's not real. I don't necessarily believe that that's a real thing in real life. Like there's the one person that you're just destined to be with. I don't think that's a thing, but I like reading about it in books. It's fun. Number 5, an anticipated release that makes you happy when you think about it. There's quite a few There are some, though, that when I think about them, I'm happy but also apprehensive, like Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas, her first foray into fully like adult writing, and I'm a little nervous, but we'll see. But one that makes me happy is the final books in the Legends of the First Empire series, the Michael J. Sullivan, that one. I don't know, I can't remember the names of the last two books, but I'm very excited for that. And yeah, I don't know, the series as a whole just makes me happy because I just really, really love it. Number 6 is an author whose full canon of books you love. Now, there isn't really one that I fully love every single book as far as ones that I've read. There might be some out there that I just haven't read all of their books yet, and I might love all of their books. Michael J. Sullivan is on this list as I assume I'm gonna love all of his books, but I don't know because I've only read the Legends of the First Empire series. And then we have Kiersten White and Sarah J. Maas, who both do have like a little caveat because I didn't love Tower of Dawn. I'm not even gonna read A Court of Frost and Starlight. And then with Kiersten White, I didn't love Slayer, so there's that, but I have loved all of her other books. Jandy Nelson, actually, now that I think about it, she only has the 2 books out, to my knowledge. I've looked many times, and I fully love both of them. I'll Give You the Sun is one of my favorite books of all time, and then The Sky is Everywhere, I also really, really loved that book. Number 7 is your coziest go-to reading snack or drink, and I don't have one. I'm saying this is non-applicable because I don't really read or I don't really drink or snack on things exclusively for like reading time. Like, I don't even really think I snack while I'm reading ever. I might drink some of my water out of my water bottle, but like that's it. Number 8 is a book that you have shared with family and friends. Now, I don't have a lot of books that I do this with because a lot of people in my life, hence having a booktube channel, and that's why I started it, a lot of people in my life don't really love reading all that much. So I'm not gonna try to be like, read this, because they're gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna read it. But my 2 best friends, I basically shoved, well, The Hunger Games, I shoved down everyone's throats back in like 2010. Yeah, 2010. When I read that for the first time, everyone I worked with, I was a manager at a Hollister, so like all of the associates that I knew that at all liked reading, I was like, read this, oh my God. And all my friends, so that one I definitely did. And then with my 2 best friends, Throne of Glass and The Wrath and the Dawn, I shoved those books right down their throats. And a book that I bring up a lot to people is The New Jim Crow, but it's nonfiction, and like I said, a lot of people in my life don't really like to read all that much, so I know they're not gonna read it, but if anyone is talking about, nonfiction type books, then I'll say, hey, you should check this one out. Number 9, a fellow booktuber or blogger whose content brings you joy. I mean, there's tons, but a couple that come to mind are Ola Quinn, of course, Elliot Brooks, No Degree in Reading, Left on Red, and then Basic Book Babe, but she just changed her channel name, I think, to her name, Donna. Those are the ones that come to mind where like as soon as I see their video, I'm like, I'm watching, and they just like make me happy while I'm watching. There's lots of other ones though. Those are just the first ones that came to mind. And the final question or prompt is to name something that you love about the content that you create. And I guess I would say for me, I love that I make the content that I want, and I hope that that shows, and that I feel comfortable in front of the camera, and I'm able, I guess, to be very comfortable, and that this is all just a fun time for me. The whole experience is a fun time for me, being on BookTube. I love it. There we go, that is all. I'm not going to tag, well, I'll tag the people I mentioned. There we go. You guys are all tagged. I'll tell you on Twitter and stuff. As always, thank you so much for your time. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.